into your spine. Have an inner eye into your spine. And softly inhale and softly exhale. Gently observe the breath by concentrating on the tip of the nasal passage. And simply observe yourself quietening down. And as the body quietens down, observe that the breath simply becomes deeper. And now draw forth 3 Omkars from the pit of the abdomen with a deep inhalation. Om. Yogena chittasya padena vacham manam sharirasya cha vaidikena yopakaruttam pravaram munina patanjalam pranjaliranatosmi apahu purushakaram shankhachakrasidharinam Sahasrashirasam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalam Hari Om. So today, we are on the topic of alignment. The more we aligned our body well in and through our asana practice, not only asana practice, even in our daily routine, the more you align your structure well, in that way you avoid injury to this physical body. And as we move about in this world where we are always in a rush, haphazard, sometimes trying to do 2-3 things at a time, we have this tendency to push ourselves heedlessly. Even in asana practice, we overdo our asana practice in the haste to do more. And that sometimes creates injury in the body. So today we are going to go a little slow and understand alignment so as to not prevent injury. So once the base is achieved that I should do my asana practice in a stable way, I should do my routine throughout my day in a stable way. And if you avoid injury, you don't backslide, isn't it? Because once you get an injury, you have to stop everything and take rest. So when you're talking about alignment, what alignment are we talking about? We are mostly talking about the alignment of the bones. First, you go from the bones, then you go to the outer covering of the muscle. So anytime when we talk about alignment, we talk about the bones. Now, suppose if, say these are these 2 bricks. If I keep them one on top of the other, can you see it? If I keep these one on top of the other, how do they look? They look aligned, isn't it? And there's a possibility that there's going to be no fall. There is no misalignment because I've placed them well. But if I keep this like this, it looks only very bad, isn't it? it's going to fall. Can you see this? This is misalignment, isn't it? हाँ या नहीं ऐसे करो. So the idea is, first, when we talk about alignment, we talk about aligning the bones one on top of the other like this. Okay? So nowhere is your bone going here and there. All the bones are aligned all in one line. And that is the base of alignment. It is known as stacking. It is known as stacking of the bones, where the hip bone is on top of the thigh bone. The thigh bone is on top of the knees. The knees are on top of the shin bone. The shin bone is well placed upon the ankle, and the ankle is well placed upon the feet. Okay, that is the leg. Now you talk about the hand, the hands, the wrist, the forearm bone, that's the ulna and the radius, the elbow, this bone, shoulder. All should be in one line. When it is in one line, which is known as stacking, then it is known as alignment. And when there is alignment, there is non-injury. Okay? So let's begin by a Tadasana. Come to a standing position. But before we come to a Tadasana, since you are sitting, first let's study the hand. So you come to a cat and cow position. And here you will learn to stack your bones. So if you go a little bit back, you will see that the shoulder is going back away from the elbow. Place your fingers well. Now position your wrist below the elbows and the elbows below the shoulder. So if you go to see, you will see that this shoulder, this elbow, this wrist and this palm, these bones should be in one line. Okay, so you're stacking the bones of your hands. Very important. Since today is alignment, you must first know. So if you go lean a little back, you will see that your wrist is not aligned with your elbow. So you should be in one line. Now from here, how often do we do a Adho Mukha Svanasana? Once we've covered the base of alignment, now can you stretch your right leg back, stretch your left leg back, and from here, keeping this hand in alignment, can you go to Adho Mukha Svanasana? Now in Adho Mukha Svanasana, can you keep both of your hip bones in one line? The minute you make your leg forward and back, the hip bones also displace themselves. Now with the study of the anatomy properly and alignment, have an inner eye into how you're behaving with your body. So you are now in Adho Mukha Svanasana. And from Adho Mukha Svanasana, you'll walk forward to Uttanasana. So you take the right leg forward, left leg, right leg, fork left leg, and slowly draw your hands in and come for Uttanasana. Now when you're in Uttanasana, have an inner eye into the ankle, the shin bone, the knee, the femur bone, and the hip bones. They should be all in one line. That is your alignment. Spend about a minute here in Uttanasana. Spend about a minute here to understand how you're stacking the bones on top of each other. And that is the most important aspect of your standing asanas, of your forward bending asanas, even your back bend asanas. If there's no stability in the hip bones and the legs and the knees, that is when injury occurs. Okay, so now you are in Uttanasana. From Uttanasana, slowly come up. Draw yourself delicately upwards. And then come to a straight position of Tadasana. Gently draw the legs in. Feet together, knees together, squeeze in between the knees, ankles together, roll the shoulders back, pull the arms down. So now you're aligning the whole of your skeletal body. The body is not moving forward, it's not moving backwards. Now, gently pick up the abdomen and tuck the tailbone down, pelvic tilt. So we have a habit of displacing our abdomen forward. Don't do that. Place the abdomen, hand on your navel and the back hand on your tailbone. And as though you're trying to roll a wheel. So pick it up. And this way is the surest way of ensuring that you are in one line. The weight of the body onto your heel and the outer edge of your feet. Tadasana. Now take your hands up, Urdhva Hastasana. Take your hands up, Urdhva Hastasana. Both the hands up, Urdhva Hastasana. Now see that your body is not moving this unfavorably here and there. Stabilize the body. Don't look here and there, eyes at one place, forward. Urdhva Hastasana. You're doing your Urdhva Hastasana. Now slowly come down. Take the hands down. Gently take the right hand towards the outer ankle. And now take the left hand up. Now lean back. See that you're not moving forward, not moving too much. Back, just centrally. See yourself as a mass of bones. Then how would your body behave as you go about Triyak Tadasana? This is Triyak Tadasana, where the Tadasana is meant to bend a little bit. Now slowly come back, stabilize your body in Tadasana. Have an inner eye into your bones, knees, shin bone, ankle, feet, hip bones, all should be in one line. Maintaining that line. Now can you move on to the left side? Now take the other hand up above your ears, bicep parallel to your ear. Now can you move back? The more you move comfortably onto the side, see that you push this foot down so that your body is stable in your feet and knees and hip as you bend to the side. This is the base of your Trikonasana. Slowly come back to Tadasana. Is the concept clear now? Samajh aaya hai? The bones on bones, okay? Muscle hugging the bone. Contract all the outer muscles towards the bone. Okay. Now, from Tadasana, take a comfortable distance according to the width of your hips. Both the toes pointing forward. Both the toes pointing forward. Push the weight back onto the heels. Pick up the arcs of the feet. Now see, move forward. Move the weight forward. See how you feel. How you feel? Do you feel comfortable? No. Now push the weight back onto the heel and press the outer edge of the feet. Press the outer edge of the feet. Weight distributed onto the back heel. Now slowly take the right leg towards the right side and comfortably go towards your Trikonasana with absolute grace. So your bones are stacked here one on top of each other and the body is bending comfortably towards Trikonasana. You can place your hands on the brick if you have a brick. Best to take a brick since we are doing the Iyengar system. Place your hand on the brick and now take your other hand up. Now when you're doing the Trikonasana, can you have an eye as to this finger on the top is in line with this finger down? Trikonasana, it should be in one line. That is how you're stacking all the bones, right from the fingertip to the fingertip, all in one line. Trikonasana. Push this hip back. Push the hip back. Now slowly come back. Both the toes pointing forward. Uttita Hastasthiti. Both the tips of the toes pointing forward. Once again, distribute the weight equally. Roll the leg to the left side. Left leg to the left side. Now slowly take your hand up. You can place your hands on the waist initially. You can fix your brick well behind the foot. And now gently take your hand down. First one hand. Position it according to your comfort. If your hand is not reaching the brick, you can place it at the outer calf muscle. Now, see that your shin, knee, and thigh bone is in one line. Your knee, you're not pulling it too much inside, keeping the knee soft. And now take the other hand up. Roll yourself well. Very nice. What about that outer edge of the foot, Anupama? The extended leg, outer edge of the extended, that leg, is it stable? The more you stabilize the body, the more you can stay in the pose for a longer time. Slowly come up, both the toes pointing forward, Uttita Hasta Padasana. And now once again, go to Trikonasana with an inner eye of aligning yourself. Going to Trikonasana, let me see what you're doing. See yourself skeletally as though you're a mass of bones, and see that the bones are aligned one on top of the other well. Trikonasana on the right side. Take a comfortable distance. Roll the foot towards the right side. Take the hand up comfortably. Allow yourself to bend from the waist, keeping the body stable at the legs. Yes. And now observe if the body is more stable when you align the bones properly. How is your breath? Are you able to breathe properly in the pose? And gently come back. Uttita Padasana Sthiti, both the toes pointing forward. And take it up onto the left side. Take it up onto the left side. As you take it onto the left side, see that your body is more stable. So wherever you are, left or right, if you're not taking the left, point both the toes forward. And if you can, jump, bend your knees, jump. Exactly. Okay. Now from here, we are going to go for Rikshasana. Okay. Now when you go for Rikshasana, the tree pose, once again align the whole body. See yourself from the back of the head, the back of the spine, the hip bones, the back of the legs should be all in one line. Maintaining the body more stably on the left side. Pick up the right foot. Fix it well at the inner groin. Fix it well at the inner groin. Allow this to be in one line, both the hip bones. First, learn to balance here. You can place your hands initially on the waist. So nowhere is this leg coming forward. Rikshasana. Eyes focused on a single point. If you're taking the support of the wall, see that you just use this finger. There's no need to keep the entire structure of the body on the wall. You can just take the support with the palm. Or better still, only with this finger, which represents the air element. Rikshasana. Dig the heel into the groin. Make your toe sensitive. Concentrate on one single point. सामने की तरफ एक point पर देखिए, so that the body becomes stable and is not wavering. In this moment of stilling the body and balancing, we are doing a very important aspect of Chitta Vikshepa. All those things that disturb your consciousness have become still. When you balance, you cannot think of many things. You're concentrating. And therein comes the first step of dharana, step of meditation, where you're just trying to concentrate and become still. That's excellent, Anupama. You have held it for such a long time. And please stay. If you have got that poise today, where you're able to hold the pose for a longer time, no need to change it till you yourself feel the need to come down. And when you come down, how is the way you're releasing the pose? Don't just release it in a hurry. Gradually and with ultimate grace, take that leg down. Again, go to Tadasana and then take it up on the other side. Those who have come down, other side Rikshasana. Yes, comfortably balance the body well. Rikshasana. Now the balance and alignment of the foot, the ankle, the shin bone, and the knee comes into play in Rikshasana. Have an inner eye as to balance that whole body, placing the foot well of the left foot into the groin, eyes concentrated on a single point, allowing your consciousness to become still. No disturbance in the consciousness, no chitta vikshepa, no disturbance in the consciousness. And therein experience the first step of dharana, that is general concentration. So from the Bahiranga sadhana of Rikshasana, we go to the Antarang sadhana of dharana. So what are the Bahiranga sadhana? Yam, Niyam, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar. Pratyahar is the bridge. What is the Antarang sadhana? Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. Please change one more time, Rikshasana. And when you release the Rikshasana and you come back to Tadasana, spend a moment here to consolidate your body, draw in the hip bones, hug the muscle to the thighs, hug the thighs to the thigh bones, stabilize yourself through the foot, and then go for Rikshasana again. We are just dealing with the Rikshasana from the waist downwards. We have not even begun to understand the hands and the chest and the back in Rikshasana. Rikshasana, the tree pose. Take a moment to understand how you're holding the hip bone. Are you pushing the hip on one side, or is the hip in one line and then you're extending the thigh bone, the knee, the shin bone, and the ankle and the foot? Maintain absolute steadiness. And from here, we are going to go to Pashfukonasan. So take the leg down. Take a comfortable distance of about 4 feet or 5 feet between your legs, both the toes pointing forward. Keep the brick behind. You might need the brick for Pashfukonasan. So take a good wider stance. Pressurize the outer edge of the foot. Take the right leg towards the right side. And here, when you are trying to go for Pashfukonasan, don't hang here. See, the knee and the ankle should be in one line, and this knee should be parallel. This bone should be parallel. So now take it all the way down. Understand the alignment. You can place your hand on the brick at the back. And for starters, you can take your weight onto the back foot. So don't go forward. Take your weight onto the back foot. Push the foot back. And align this from the root to the inner knee, from the inner knee to the inner ankle, from the outer knee to the outer ankle. Pashfukonasan, and when you're comfortable, now can you take your hand up parallel to the ear and now bend forward Pashfukonasan. Have an inner eye into your knee. How are you aligning it? Knee ankle in one line. Opening at the inner groin. Pashfukonasan, hand behind the ear. Take your time, Urmila ji, take your time. And now you see when you maintain the stability, Anupama, you can hold for a longer time. And what happened to the neck? Is the neck dropping or should it be alert? Yes, perfect. Now slowly come back. Both the toes pointing forward. And take it up onto the other side. Pashfukonasan in the same way. Come on, Chachi ji, give me a good pose. Pashfukonasan. बहुत अच्छे कर रहे हैं आप लोग. If you have a ruler, Anupama, can you see from the inner knee to the inner thigh? Is it in one line? Yes. Yes. So the best way for alignment is to keep a chair behind. Okay, since we are doing the alignment section, take a chair. Take a chair. Okay? Take a comfortable distance in front of the chair. Roll the sissy on the left side, left leg pointing towards the left side. Now go back. Now you have the chair behind. So you can just go down in such a way where you can actually sit on the chair. Sit on the chair and now see. How is the range of movement? How is the range of movement on the chair? Okay. This is completely in one line. And this is completely in one line. Okay? Got it? Now, in the chair it's very comfortable, but just to understand the alignment, you can place your hand on the chair, take your hips up. You've already come to the pose. And now if you have the strength, come to the center. Wonderful. Why did you come up all the way, Anupama? And then slowly come back, toes pointing forward. And take it up onto the other side. Again, you can comfortably sit on that chair just to get that feel of alignment. And if you, Auntie Urmila ji, Kusum Chachi, you can be on the chair and then experience the Pashfukonasan just like that. Whereas Anupama, you can come away from the chair. You can experience that. So your body is perfectly aligned. You can place your hand here, Pashfukonasan. Can you see? This is the pose. This is how it should be. Only I'm resting my hip on the chair. Is it comfortable, Chachi ji? Yes, very nice.
It is okay. No,
Okay.
Without chair, it is okay.
Okay, okay. Now I'm just showing the alignment. Okay. Now from here, both the toes pointing forward. Grip your elbows and come forward for Prasaripado Uttanasana. Whatever is your comfortable range of motion, you can place your palms wherever. If you have 2 bricks, you can do a Urdhva Sthiti. If you're flexible, you can take the palms down. If you're more flexible, you can touch your head down to the ground. Prasaripado Uttanasana. Okay. Come back, draw your legs in. Once again, come to Tadasana. Squeeze the body in, squeeze the body in. Keep your eyes closed. And now from that Tadasana, come to the front edge of your mat. Let's have some Surya Namaskars. In the Surya Namaskars also, you need to be very aligned in your practice. Come to the front edge of your mat. Join your hands in Namaskar. Take your hands up, Urdhvastasana. Take your hands all the way down till you can, Uttanasana. Bend your knees slightly, place the palms down, right leg back, Ashwasanchal. Place the palms down, Adho Mukshwanasana. Come forward, plank, Adho Mukshwanasana. Right leg forward, Ashwasanchal. Back leg forward, Uttanasana. Urdhvastasana. Namaskaras. 11 rounds on your own. Surya Namaskar. Paying complete attention to the alignment. If you want to do them slowly, do them slowly. No need to hurry. Now all the alignment that we have done, the hands, the bones should be in one line. The legs should be in one line. Becoming sensitive to that alignment. Do your Surya Namaskars well. We have a couple of minutes here for Surya Namaskar. So from standing poses and alignment of the bones, we move on to movement. In and through our movement also, there should be alignment of the body. Because any misalignment in the body creates injury, creates a variation in the skeletal structure. You may do it slowly, but do it sensitively. Throw your body well. Pause for appropriate breath. Every time you move away from the navel, you inhale. And every time you move towards the navel, you exhale in your Surya Namaskars. Very good, Chachi ji. Very nice. Come on, Urmila ji, slow and steady wins the race. Anupama, handle your neck properly. In your Surya Namaskar, your neck is dipping dangerously forward. Keep it straight, head, neck, spine in one line to begin with. And maintain that head, neck, spine in one line. Always you're dropping your head. What is the stacking of the bones? Head, neck, spine in one line. Back of the head, neck and spine in one line in your Ashwasanchal. Yes, even in your Adho Mukshwanasana, take your head in. Take your head in. Yes, now it's in one line. Take your head in more. Work through the shoulder blades. Yes. Work through the shoulder blades. Perfect. Now come forward, plank. Yes, one line. Yes, head should not be here and there. Dig into. If I was there, I would place my palms on your shoulder blades and push it in. Push it in. Yes. So chest moving towards the upper thighs, shoulder blades digging in. Perfect. Just a few rounds more, Urmila ji. You can use a chair if you're tired. You can use your chair if you're tired. Just a few rounds more. We have a couple, 3 minutes more. Surya Namaskar. In your Ashwasanchal, when we are talking about alignment and stacking, so normally when we go from Adho Mukha to Ashwasanchal, this is the range of motion that we give. Whereas ideally from Adho Mukha, if you have the flexibility, it goes all the way in one line. Okay, but because we don't have the flexibility, we kind of underdo the pose, but this is the Ashwasanchal, all in one line. Okay, and then you can move in from the tailbone. Releasing it again, Adho Mukha. Come forward plank, Adho Mukha, Ashwasanchal, Uttanasana, Urdhvastasana, Namaskar. And slowly settle down in Vajrasana. Now in Vajrasana, come on your knees, gently lengthening the thigh bone. Sit well onto your calf. Lengthen the back of the feet, the metatarsals. Lengthen these well. All in one line. See that alignment is perfect. Push. Push at the root of the thigh back so that you ascend the spine upwards. Don't lean forward. Push from the root of the thigh. Lift the chest up. Now can you do the Merudanda Mudra to enliven the spine and rejuvenate and come out of your tiredness. The Merudanda Mudra is perhaps the best thing for realignment of the spine. To make your asana practice, asana, mudra, shakriya, pranayama, all in one line. Settle down the breath by normalizing it and moving to Ujjayi breath. Soft inhalation and soft exhalation from the pit of the throat. Every time you exhale, descend the shoulders down, lengthen the neck. And every time you inhale, see that there's a small rise in the abdomen. Thumb well lifted in Merudanda Mudra. Position well at the back of your heel. Toes touching Merudanda Mudra. So that you get into a state of quietude. Ujjayi breath. The revving up of the metabolic system that you experience in your Surya Namaskars is doubled when you're sitting. More is available for your digestion, concentration, and respiration. With the Ujjayi breath, the metabolic system revs up a little bit more. And now once you have settled down, those of you who can go into Sheersasana will go to Sheersasana. Those of you who can't go into Shirshasana will go into Pranamasa. So take your hands, form that cup, place the palms down, place the forehead down, crown of the head down, lift the ankles up, Pranamasa. Perfect. In Pranamasan, push the shoulders away from the ears. See that the weight of your body weight is on the crown of the head, Pranamasan. There's no reason why you should not get the benefit of Shirshasana. Pranamasan is a perfect asana in which all the benefits of Shirshasana are available to you. Chachi ji, touch the head down, crown of the head down. Dekhiye meri taraf, see, I'm forming a stand with my hand. I'm just touching the crown of my head down. If you have knee pain, keep your legs down. अगर नी में आपको तकलीफ है तो फिर ankles मत उठाइए, keep the legs down. Very nice, Urmila ji. Now in this, since we are learning alignment, the hip should be stacked well above the knees. And Urmila ji, that is perfect. Hips जो होते हैं वो knees के ऊपर बराबर होने चाहिए. See, है ना? This is the beginning point. It should not be at the back. That's why when you take the leg up, you roll on the crown of your head here, which facilitates you to go up a little bit better. Pranamasan karna hai. Remain in the Pranamasan at least for a couple of minutes, 1 or 2 minutes. So don't get restless, align yourself. Very nice. Allow yourself to rejuvenate in Shirshasana. Until if you're feeling restless, go for Setu Bandhasan. Lie on your back. Setu Bandhasan. Okay. नहीं वो पिलो निकाल दीजिए. No pillow below the head. In Setu Bandhasan. रुकिए जरा. Please wait. In Setu Bandhasan. Once again, when you go to Setu Bandhasan, see. The knee and this ankle should be in one line since we are studying alignment. Pressurize your palms. You can grip the blanket, grip the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Gently lift the buttocks up both together. Sometimes it so happens that one hip you lift up, one you lift up, you may tilt like this. No. Both together. So you can place your hands here, grip your outer thighs and lift it together so that there is no alignment in the pelvic disc. Now you lift up, gently, and then you can grab the mat, lengthen the spine and allow the chest to come into the chin for a perfect Setu Bandhasana. For a perfectly aligned Setu Bandhasana. Now, Anupama, have an inner eye. Is your ankle exactly below the knee? Walk. Yes. See, when you begin to practice consciousness, you align the body. Now it's perfect. Yes, before the ankle was slightly in. Allow yourself to raise the hip bone sensitively. Move the lower abdomen towards the ceiling. Grab your mat, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulder blades in. Allow the shoulders to move away from the ears. Setu Bandhasan. Come on, Urmila ji. Yes. No, don't take support. Grip your mat. Grip your mat. Stay in the Setu Bandhasan for vital more minutes. It's like over-oiling for your disc, for your hip bones. And you're nourishing the femur bone, which is the largest bone in Setu Bandhasan. The chest is moving into the chin, so you're doing a natural Jalandhar Bandh. So here the Bandha has also come. You're doing a natural Jalandhar Bandh. You did the Mudra, now we are doing the Bandha and the Setu Bandhasan. And as and when you feel like, gently, both the hip bones coming down together. Both the hip bones coming down together. Once, don't drop your body down unceremoniously. Gradually stabilize your body, free your breath, and once again go for Setu Bandhasan. We are going to do it a couple of times. Setu Bandhasan. We'll do it step by step. Stay with me. First, lie back. Just take a breath, allow the abdomen to rise, and suck the navel in. So this is known as a pelvic tilt. Tuck the chin in, place your palms by the side. See that your ankle and knee is in one line. Now inhale, exhale, and gently pick up the hip. And as you pick the hips up, allow yourself to roll towards the shoulders and the back of the head. Chest moving towards the chin. Back of the neck lengthened. Your chin into a Jalandhar Bandh. Now, stabilizing the body and the feet. See that this hip should not move. It should be very still and in one line. Observe your breath. Now, the next step, gently contract your glutes and push the hip bones up a little bit more towards the ceiling. Contract the glutes. Give support to your hip bone. Hold the glutes for a couple of seconds. And then gently take the tailbone down. As you take the tailbone down, again do not allow the hip bones to waver. They start moving like that. No, it should be one line of movement. Once again, once you have stabilized yourself, we're going to be doing this a couple of times for you to align yourself properly. Setu Bandhasan. Fir se karo. As you go up, see that your knee and ankle is in one line. Place your palms by the side, pushing your palms onto the side of the mat. Lift yourself up gently. Roll the chest into the chin. Go right up to the shoulder, pointy bones of the shoulders. Roll back. Roll back onto the shoulders. Yes. And now contracting your glutes, lift the pubic bones, the hip bones, little bit more. Squeeze the glutes. And hold the pose for a couple of seconds according to your strength and stamina. Setu Bandhasan is a corrective pose for all back pain maladies. But it has to be done properly. Then when you come down, slowly, gently bring it down. Perfect, Anupama. And we're going to do it one last time again to reestablish all the connectiveness into all the alignment systems. And lift up. Now on your own, whatever you have understood, you retrace the alignment in your mind as you move up into Setu Bandh. So when you revise it yourself, you will remember it in your further practice. Perfect. And from Setu Bandhasan, you can move gently into Sarvangasan. Those of you who can't do Sarvangasan will turn on the side for Anantasan. Those who can move into Sarvangasan will go into Sarvangasan. Yes. Perfect. In Sarvangasan, see that you maintain the steadiness of the body. Tuck the chin in, lengthen the back of the neck. We return back to our Tadasana Sthiti. Your legs should be like as though you're doing Tadasana. Even in Anantasana, the legs should be straight as though you're doing a Tadasthiti, Tadasana. Urmilaji, lengthen through the armpit, place the hand on the floor. I'll show you, wait. In Anantasana, don't hang on your elbow like that. So completely touch this to the floor. Completely touch this to the floor. In fact, grip the floor with your armpit. You can place the palm here, keep the leg straight. If you feel this is the way. Okay. If you feel that it's causing a little bit of a stress, you can bend your knee slightly. But when you bend the knee, see that again hip bone and knee is in one line. So the knee that is below can be bent. Tuck the tailbone in your Anantasana. Head, neck, spine in one line, as though you're gripping your head and lengthening the neck. And place your hand on the side. Those of you who have got the balance, nothing like it. Anantasana. The others are in Sarvanga Sthiti. Get your peace there. Reiterate the peace. Both in Anantasana and Sarvangasana. So the Anantasana, first, you should always do it because it's the daytime. So first you do it on the left side and breathe through the right nostril. And then when you want to finish your Anantasana, you should turn to the right side and then stay on the left. Breathe through the left. Throughout your practice, if you reinstate the breath from the left nostril, that is Chandra Nadi, throughout the day, it is Shubh, it is lucky. And you will stay in Anantasana till the breath moves into the left nasal passage. So that throughout, at least for the next 1 hour or so, you will be established in the Chandra Nadi. You also establish the parasympathetic system. And you predominantly breathe from the left. So you are on the right side finally and breathing through the left nasal passage to follow the principles of Swara Yoga. Soft inhalation, soft exhalation, just observing the breath. Coming to a state of quietude. Urmilaji, you can practice Shavasana. Your Anantasana can be your Shavasana, but if you're feeling discomfort, you can roll over on your back and practice Shavasana. If you feel that the alignment of your body is not perfect in Shavasana, you can take a bolster beneath your knees so that your lumbar back is touching the ground for the final alignment. Yes, perfect. See that you keep a soft pillow or a folded blanket beneath your head so that your chin is tucked in and not flying up like that. The arms are not on the side but gently placed by the side of your thighs, 45 degrees. This alignment will take down your nape and relax your mind, relax the motor plexus between the brain and the body, the messaging. It will give you a state of quietude. If your hand is on the side like this nape becomes tight, you will not be able to feel that relaxation. Now, as you relax in your Shavasana, let us practice a few rounds of diaphragmatic breathing. As you inhale, allow the abdomen to rise without becoming competitive and without creating a stress on the inner nerves. As you exhale, gently allow the abdomen to recede towards the tailbone. And in between the practice, if you can, hold the breath, the in breath and the out breath for a couple of seconds to perform a kumbhak. Once you inhale, feel no hurry to exhale. And once you exhale, feel no hurry to inhale. In this way, you will deepen your breath. And in between the inhaled and exhaled breath, pause for as long as you can to be established in the state of kumbhak. Soften your breath, deepen the breath. Allow the rib cage to expand fully. Allow the diaphragm to experience that breath completely. And this is the final alignment of the mind and consciousness. When you are still and neutralized, the tendencies of the mind become dormant, become quiet, so that even if you have them in the inner recesses of your psyche, the stillness and quietness does not allow you to manifest those tendencies, and slowly they fade away. And this is the alignment of the jiva to the great vision of Maharishi Patanjali in verse 2, chapter 1, Samadhi, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. When he says you must control the tendencies of your mind. And that is happening naturally in this deep breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, in the Shavasana Sthiti. Stay for as long as you can, as long as time permits. And we take leave from this platform. And we see you again at another time and another place. Till then, take good care of yourself.